Hey, I'm George from MovieWeb. How are you, Lavell?
Hey George, how you doing?
Good to be here. So I want to just start by asking you, the original of Happy Gilmore was a while ago. It's kind of seminal comedy, of course, defined an era. And I want to know how it feels to step into it now, years later, and like try to bring some of that magic or new energy to it and work with all these great people.
Oh man, I'm just honored to be a part of it, man. Because I think it's a tribute, really. Because when you make some people call it like it's a sequel, I said no. Sequel is like trying to do the same thing as the first one. I think this one was whole different story, whole different way of thinking. Same, some of the same characters, some of them not there no more. But I think it's something new. I knew, and then it's new to people that wasn't even old enough to watch Happy Gilmore before.
Sure.
So I think that's a great opportunity too.
How did you mix you're such an accomplished comic in your own right. How do you kind of mix your style? Because everybody's got their own style, their way of telling a joke and stuff, and what they think is funny. And you got people with all these incredible comedic talents. Obviously, Adam Sandler. Like, so how do you and Sandler, for example, like build the chemistry or like play off each other style wise?
I think when you comedians have respect for each other. I think we just he knows I'm gonna bring it, and I think he respects that. And quick on my feet. So I think we just give each other that space, man, and let us both hit a home run. It's like two martial arts guy beating up a villain. We take turns kicking him in the face.
Did you improvise? Did you guys improvise stuff a little bit? Like,
Sure, yeah, yeah, there's a few things we did. Yes, we did. Yeah. Some of them made it, some of on the set, we had a couple of times I had made Adam break, I made Bad Bunny break. So it's a lot of, we had some fun times. And some of it he left in the movie. If you watch it, it's hilarious.
oh, nice. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
so that was an honor, man, that he left some of my stuff in there.
That's great. Tell me a little bit about Bad Bunny, the actor. Like, what's he like on set as an actor?
Let me tell you something. When we were filming, I had never met him. I'm not I'm 56 now, man. I don't listen to rap or music out there. I'm old school, and I heard of him. Like I
Yeah.
heard of him, but I didn't know exactly what he looked like. So when I was playing, he was in this role, and he looked like his regular dude. I just thought he was just an actor that just got a part in the movie. So I'm looking at him like, man, he's a good looking guy. He seems like he's doing his thing. I said, man, I might hook him up with my daughter. That's how funny. That's how much I did. Because she speaks fluent Spanish, so I thought like they'll work out pretty good. And then I was asking, so what else you do? He said, oh, he's a singer. He's a singer. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, so you got any songs out there? Yeah, I got a few. I was like, oh, okay. So where you been? Well, I hosted SNL. I was like, hosting SNL? Like, I'm looking like, who's this guy? Because he looked so regular. And then he gonna say, I said, what was your biggest performance so far? He said, well, I did Yankee Stadium three nights. I sold it out. I was like, but I said, yeah,
This
but
is it's
New York got
amazing.
a lot
You're
of
like, wait,
big.
I'm going to set you up with my daughter, though. Who is this
Yeah,
guy?
right. But I'm like, damn, he doing all this. And I said, but I said, man, I mean, I know New York got a lot of Puerto Ricans, but man, you sold out three nights. That's incredible. And then the makeup lady comes over to touch us up. And I see her bag say Bad Bunny. I said, man, I'm sitting up here talking to him like he a regular Joe. And here this guy is super famous. It was crazy.
That's hilarious. That's
That was
incredible.
that was
Um,
crazy.
you have, among the many great things you've done, you have a relationship with like Vince Gilligan and his universe of shows, and obviously Better Call Saul and working with Bob, who's incredible. Can you talk a little bit about like the comedy you bring to something like that, where it's serious, like Breaking Bad and all that, and like just tell me, I guess, just tell me a little bit about working on those shows because they're so great and people absolutely love them.
Oh, I mean, just like you say, it was like epic, even like Breaking Bad, the fun little quick tidbit on that. is like, I heard of Breaking Bad, but I didn't know nothing about it. I had just moved my wife and my two stepchildren up to California. This is before my youngest son was born. And we had just moved. I just moved. I was living in LA, but I moved her up when we got married. I moved her up. So I got home off the road exhausted. We still waiting for furniture to come in from Mississippi. I'm tired. I'm like tired, and I get a call from my new manager. Hey, we I got an audition for you. I said, okay, what time is it tomorrow? He said, no, it's tonight, 6 o'clock. I said, man, I just got off the plane. I don't want to do this. He said, you gotta go in, you gotta do it, man. You gotta get it. I'm like, man, I don't know. You sure they can't reschedule? You gotta go. So I went in for Lucius, the tow truck driver,
Yeah.
did that whole thing, thought it was good. But the guy said, hey, could you read for another part? I said, sure. And it was just one line. And it said security guard at first. It wasn't Hugh, you understand?
Yeah.
And so it was like, and in one line it said, we're closed. And I said, that's it? He said, we're closed. He said, yeah, that's it. Can you start Wednesday? I'm like, what? All these hundreds of millions of auditions, one little line that I didn't even rehearse. That and I'm in an iconic movie to a point, iconic TV show where I won a SAG award, beat out Oprah and Forrest Whitaker for and all this stuff from this one little audition. And then we did a spinoff to the Better Call Saul, which was
Unbelievable. That's
man.
an unbelievable story. Well, I can tell from the way you tell stories, though, your talent is so obvious. Thank you for taking the time. I got to wrap, man, but good luck and
Man,
congratulations. Take
appreciate
care.
that.
Bye.